G'day guys, welcome back to another video. In this video we're going through my round 23 AFL tips. Second last round, my Saints got our needed win against the Tigers. One more win away from finals against the Cats. Come on the Saints, I'm so excited. I'm confident that we'll beat the Cats. Hopefully we'll beat the Cats to eliminate them and get us in, which is absolutely a dream. 13 wins to lock it in. Come on the Saints, let's get into the tipping. Alright, so let's get into the reviews. I actually had a pretty good round of tipping. So I started off on Friday night. I went with Collingwood by 9, actually won by 8, so only one off there. But yeah, Jeremy Cameron had a very good game. He really, the umpiring was pretty poor in that game. I mean, how could you not see that handball out of bounds? The AFL literally called that. As Scoops would say, it's just stupid, the umpiring, to be honest, and it wasn't even them just favouring Geelong, just in general, the umpiring's pretty useless, to be honest. The AFL never can be perfect, but yeah, the umpiring was just so poor in this game, and yeah. But anyway, I got a good scoreline, got the result. I just thought North would sneak over the line. Essendon won by 9, just thought it'd Ben Cunnington's last game, maybe. I think North just wouldn't lose that many in a row, but yeah, it was really set to be clear. North were just really poor at all parts of the ground, and they just didn't really look like, just being that side, unfortunately. But, they kicked the first couple of goals there, so it wasn't too disappointing from North. The Swans won by 24, actually went with them by 21. Now they're really looking like they're a finals chance, even though it was against the Suns at home. Had a good game there, and they're really stepping it up, even without Buddy, which is good to see. Went with the Lions by 11, actually only won by 6. I thought this one would be pretty close, and fair play to the Crows. They really stood up in that one, especially playing away from home. Now, I just thought Carlton Street might come to an end, and it certainly could have if the umpires, well, I'm not going to say that Melbourne were robbed or anything like that, but the umpire made the soft call, so we're not too sure on that one. But yeah, Carlton continued the streak there. I went with Freo by 10. Well, was this a smashing of a derby? Actually won by 101. So yeah, credit to Freo. Pretty much, they were kept scoreless for the first 15 minutes, and I actually thought the Eagles might win here. They looked really the better side in the first quarter, but Freo continued to pile on that one by 100. That's now 5 100-point losses, as worse as Fitzroy. Went with the Dogs by 14, had a bit of an upset there. That could really affect the doggy season, choked it again. Went with my Saints by 19, won by 36. So, yeah, it's impressive by the boys. And, yes, come on, Saints, one more win away to lock it in. And I went with Power by 7. Don't get the scoreline result, but won by 51 in a pretty much of a big blowout there. Anyways, let's get into the tips. Friday night at Marvel Stadium, not the MCG. We have Collingwood taking on the Lions. This one should be a pretty good game. Collingwood really looked like themselves again. Of course, they were pretty poor in some patches throughout that game, so I could see the Lions copping them here, but just because it is at Marvel, and Lions actually don't play that bad at Marvel. They actually play pretty good, and it's a bit funny just considering it is across the, it's very close to the MCG where they really don't play well at. So they're lucky enough, the Lions, that they had a home game against the Pies earlier, and they're lucky they're not playing at the MCG. They're pretty fortunate to have that result here, but I will go with the Pies. I'll probably go with the Pies in a close one here. I think this one should be a pretty close game, but I'll go the Pies in a real heartbreaker again by 4 points, and that could, I think Brisbane are locked for top 4 now. They currently sit, they're going to make it. I'm pretty sure now they sit second, so I'm going to go with the Pies, however, to really look back in form. Then we have Richmond and North Melbourne. Now, North just don't know how to win. That was ever so close against Essendon again. Fortunately, couldn't get the result in Ben Cunnington's last game. He played a very good game. But at the MCG, this one should be a pretty easy game. I think the Tigers will be back because they do not play at Marvel. We all know how poor they are. I will go with the Tigers here. I do like them in this one. I'll go with the Tigers here to get a win by 4 goals. I think, North can keep up, but I just think at the MCG, Tigers should get the win. And I'll go with the Tigers by 24. Next, we have the Suns and the Blues at Metricon Stadium. Now, could the Suns play pretty good at Metricon? We're not gonna lie. Stephen King, it's not sort of a fortress there, but you look at the last wins. They bet Brisbane and the Saints are there, but they've lost their 2 games away from home. So could they nag Carlton? They're actually beating these top 8 sides now at home that bet the Saints, who are in some really good form, who probably weren't at the best form at the time, let's be real, we weren't in really good form, and they bet Brisbane in the Q clashed comfortably really well. So, do I back against Carlton? I just think they were playing a top 4 side, and they were the better side, even though they probably maybe shouldn't have won the game, but they were versing a top 4 side. I'm sensing an upset. I'm going with the Suns. I'm sorry, Carlton. I'm sorry, but I just don't know if I can trust you at the moment. Oh, sorry. Oh, God, I stuffed up there. Of course we can trust the Blues at the moment. But I feel like Carlton might just come to it. Look, if they thrash the Suns here, I'll continue to back them in. Yeah, this could hurt them. This might knock them out of the 8, but I'll go with the Suns in an upset win by 13 points in that one. Then at Giants Stadium, we have the GWS Giants taking on the Bombers at Giants Stadium. Now, if the Giants get a win, they can win a possible 13 this season. That's just mind-blowing. If you told someone that before the preseason, or just at the end of last season in the preseason, you'd be laughing. But no, Bombers really mathematically, they're probably almost eliminated, to be honest, but yeah, they could still. I just can't really trust the Bombers at the moment. So I think this one should be a good game. If this was a draw, I don't know what would have happened then, but I will go with the Giants here. Probably just a bit more convincing, considering that it is at Giants Stadium. They did lose to Sydney in the derby, but I'll go with the Giants here by 9 points in a bit of a close one. I think, there's going to be lots of close games this round, but I will go with the Giants there by 9 points. Then it's my Saints at Marvel taking on the Cats. Now, I won't keep bragging about us, but yes, come on, the Saints. That's a real needed win. 12 wins, we've got 1 extra win better than last year. Again, if you told us that in the preseason, we'd probably be laughing if you'd thought that. But no, we've really been impressive. Yes, we've had a couple of just scraping over the line against North Melbourne and West Coast Eagles. But, sides like the Bombers and some other sides, they could be competitive on their day. But against the Cats, this is do or die. Do I be biased for us to lock in a final spot? Oh, I really want it, because we made finals in 2021, people. But I just don't like that one because COVID was around. We only won 10 games. Still managed to sneak in just because of round shortening. I actually want to make finals in a proper year. I don't think we made finals apart from 2020. I don't know. I think it was maybe, I can't remember, 2014 or something. No, 2013. So can we please get the win? Oh, this is tough. If we win, we eliminate the Cats, but if the Cats win, they'll probably eliminate us, to be fair. Yeah, they will. Because, let's face it, we're probably not beating Brisbane, let's be real. The Gabba still might be biased. You know what? Stuff it. The Cats can get eliminated this year. We've been much better than them. No, stuff it. I'm going with the Saints. I'm going with the Saints by 15 points. In that matter, it doesn't really matter there how to do 14. But I'm going with the Saints to get a win and eliminate the Cats. I'm sorry, but I'm going with my Saints. Come on, Saints, do me proud. To just look in that final spot, it means so much for us this season. Come on, I can just trust Frostline, but we are one of those untrustworthy sides. But please, Saints, we're doing so good. We put ourselves in this spot now. Let's continue it. The Crows versus the Swans. Now, this is really going to shape the 8. The Swans lose this, they're in a bit of trouble. The Crows win this, well, they've got West Coast after. You'd probably lock them in to make it, but the Crows can only win 12 games. See, that's the issue with the Crows, but their percentage is what, that thrashing against West Coast is just really what hurts them. So even if they get 12 wins, I think they can finish the highest as 8th or 7th. I think they can sneak in. They can't finish 6th. I don't think, teams will be on 13 wins like the Dogs and maybe the Saints. So, yeah. This is tough, but Swans have 5 in a row. I think that streak comes to an end. maybe this might hurt the Swans. Even if they get another win after this, I think they will with the SCG, but his retirement game, I'm pretty sure. So if they win that, they'll probably sneak in the Swans. But this is a do or die. Yeah, I'm gonna go with the Crows at home. And I'm going to go the Crows by 17. I hate that as a Saints fan, letting the Crows win, but they'll be on 11 wins, but their percentage is just a worry to shake up the 8. I'll go with the Crows by 17 points. Next, we have the Dogs taking on the Eagles. Pretty easy pick after what the Eagles displayed. Picking Fremantle by only 10 points was really poor, let's be real. I'm going with the Doggies here to get a big win. I think, yes, they choked against Hawthorn, but it should be a pretty easy win. I think, though, that we will see a bit of response from West Coast because, how they respond against the Saints, when they had 171-point loss. I know that was away from home too, but you just look at that. The Dogs, I go with the Dogs here to get a win. I will go with the Dogs by 81 points. I hate it now because the Dogs will probably creep up with their percentage, but I'll go with the Dogs by 81 points. That's annoying as well because there'll be 12 wins and they'll have a good percentage too, so I'm not happy about that. It's just a shame that these teams around us have West Coast at the end of the season. It's a bummer. Melbourne and the Hawks at the MCG. I'm pretty sure this is the Pink Ladies game. This one, I could see this being, this is going to be a tough one, but I reckon Melbourne. And I do mean it when I do say tough, because Hawks have played pretty good. It's at the MCG to people. It's at the MCG too, so I'm only going to go Melbourne and by 10. I think this one will be one where the Hawks stick around, but Melbourne, to lock in top 4. They will win this game, the D's, by 9 points. Then to finish off the round at Optus Stadium, we have Freo taking on Port Adelaide. The way that Dockers played it, yes, it was the Eagles, but it was the Derby. Eagles home game, pretty dead Derby. I was watching Carlton and Melbourne. Let's be honest, who was really tuning into the Derby? You got to respect it, but it's bad times for the Derbies down in the west where I live. So, I wasn't going to really attend the game or anything, but who wins here? I think I will go with the Power, just a bit more convincing. Yes, Freo got that big boost to win. I'll go with the Power because Freo do play pretty good at home. I'll go with the Power only by 11 points, but I think Port Adelaide just finish off the season really well there and get a win by 11 points. So that's going to wrap it up for this video, everyone. We did go with Collingwood by 4, Richmond by 24, Gold Coast by 13, GWS by 9, Saints by 15, Adelaide by 17, Western Bulldogs by 81, annoying, Melbourne by 9, and Port by 11. Back on Super Brew, again, it is a good website. I do recommend that for everyone that is a subscriber. But anyways, guys, we will see you guys in the next one for the final round of the AFL. Come on, the Saints. Go the Saints. I'm going to be biased. I will cheer us on. And, let's hope that, we get the win so we can make finals. Anyways, thanks, everyone, and I'll see you guys in the next one.